everyone, today I'm going to be creating some Dollar Tree Valentine's DIYs, and one of them you'll be able to transition it into your coffee station or coffee bar. Welcome to Belinda's DIYs. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. In this channel, you're going to see a lot of easy and inexpensive DIYs for your home and also seasonal. And at times, I'll also do some trash to treasure flips. So if this is something that interests you, I'm going to ask that if you can please consider to subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell icon, right there in that corner, so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. I also want to thank all of you that have joined me on my Facebook group called Belinda's DIYs. I am loving all the pictures that y'all are posting. Please continue to post them because I am really enjoying them. I also have an Instagram, so please go and follow me there. It's called Belinda's DIYs, as well as my Facebook group. Please go and check out my social media. I'll go ahead and link them down below in the description box. So in this video, I'm going to be creating some more Dollar Tree Valentine DIYs, but these are going to be my last ones. Now, my previous videos, I did some Valentine decor that I used some black and white, and then I used some pink colors. But I have to tell you that I do miss the red, so I decided to do these last Valentine DIYs in red. And there is one that I am so in love with, and then there's also one that you'll be able to transition it into your coffee bar or coffee station. So if you want to see how I put them together, then please keep watching. I'm going to start by showing you all the items that I'll be using to create these DIYs. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and get started. For the first DIY, I'm going to be using this floor mat, and it is a black one from Dollar Tree. Some red spray paint, some painter's tape, and this large felt heart. This is also from Dollar Tree. And also these small felt hearts, and these are 8 to a pack. So the first thing that I did is position my big red heart in the center of the mat. And what I'm gonna do is just add pieces of this painter's tape to the back side. And I'm just gonna place the tape where I think that it might lift, because I will be taping it down onto the floor mat. I just want to make sure that this heart will stay in place because I will be adding some spray paint over it. I'll also be using these smaller hearts and place them over my mat, but first I'm going to cut the center of 2 of them. Next, I taped them down onto my mat. Now that the hearts were in place, I was ready to take it outside and start spray painting my mat. Once I was done spray painting it, I let it dry for several hours. Okay, now that the paint was dry, I was ready to remove my stencils. And this is how the mat turned out. And this is an idea that I have for this mat. I purchased these woven rugs from the Dollar Tree, and one thing that you can do is glue these together and then place the mat over it, and I think that it'll look really pretty. I am not going to do that because I already have a black and white checkered mat, so I'm going to be using that to place my Valentine mat over it. For the next DIY, I'll be using this box decor from Dollar Tree. I'll be using the back side. I'll also be using this outdoor acrylic paint, and this is by Artesia. They sent me several of these paints and I'm absolutely loving them. I'll also be using some of these red roses from Dollar Tree, and also these blush pink, and also these other ones that almost seem like they're white, but they do have a hint of pink to them. And one wood heart from this pack of 5. And I'll also be using this sheet of scrapbook paper. Okay, to start off with, I remove the label from the back of this wall decor, and then I also remove the ribbon. I also had to scrape off some of the remaining piece of label. Next, I started painting the outer edge of the box. And I also painted the side walls, and I only gave it one coat. Once I was done painting, I let this sit out for a few hours until it dried. Next, I'm going to be tracing out the heart over my scrap paper, and then I'll be cutting out the heart with my scissors. Next, I'm going to add some dots of hot glue to my wooden heart, and then I'll place the paper heart over it. The next thing that I'm going to do is remove the roses off their stem. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is glue the roses onto the back side of this box decor, and I'm going to place them just like this. But the first thing that I'm going to do is cut off the little stem and then add some hot glue. And I'm just going to continue to repeat the same steps. I'm going to do about 2 rows of the red, only because I ran out of red roses, and that's why I continued with the blush pink and the almost white roses. And I just made sure that I didn't leave any gaps between the roses. And this is how this tray of roses turned out so far. I love this DIY. And now I'm going to be placing this heart right in the center, and I'm just going to be adding some hot glue to it. This turned out so beautiful. This would look so pretty on a coffee table, or you can even hang it on a wall. But I am just in love with this. For the last DIYs, I'll be using these 2 frames. They're 4x6, and these are from Dollar Tree. And these gel stickers, also from Dollar Tree. And I'll also be using this checkered print from this scrapbook paper. Also some ribbon, some outdoor acrylic paint from Artesia in the color white, and also this chalkboard tags. Now these are new at my Dollar Tree. These are from the Crafter Square collection. And also from the Crafter Square collection, I'll be using these clothespins. Some twine. The first thing that I'm going to do is start to dry brush the frames, and I'll be using the white paint. Now, I've already removed all the backing and the glass from the frames, as I'm sure that you can tell already. I'll be doing this to both of the frames, and in case you don't know what dry brush is that you put just a little bit of paint on your dry brush and then brush it on your object. As you can see, the frame has a pretty dark walnut color, and by brushing on the white paint, it just gives it a rustic look or a weathered look. I'm done painting both of the frames, and I'm just going to set them aside for now. These are the cardboards from the frames, so what I'm going to do is just remove the little stand off of them. I am going to be using these cardboards. The next thing that I'm going to do is trace out these cardboards over the scrapbook paper. I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the heart. And then once I've cut out the paper, what I'm going to do next is add a couple of hot glue dots to my cardboard, and then I'll place the paper over it as if it were a picture. Next, I'm going to add the glass back to the frame, and then I'll add the cardboard onto it. And this is how my picture frame looks, and now I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. And now I'm going to turn them over to the back side, and I'll be adding a piece of ribbon to hold them together. And for extra support, I added another piece of ribbon. And then for the top, I used another piece of ribbon, and you can use that to hang it, or also it's just a nice little added touch. And now I'm going to start adding the gel stickers, and because it has the glass, they'll cling on. And here you have an adorable Valentine wall decor. Okay, so now I've removed the glass, and now I just have the paper framed. What I'm going to do with this is now add some twine across the frame, and then I'm going to add the little tags. What I'm doing here is just using some painter's tape to hold down the twine. That way when I turn it to the back side, I can hot glue them and they won't move. When I tried on the labels, I noticed that they were too big, so I had to cut them down smaller. The next thing that I did is I wrote out the words that I was going to put on my labels, and I used a pencil first. And then I outlined them with the chalk marker. And this is how it turned out, and you can use this in your coffee bar or coffee station. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and also share. I'd really appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed day. And remember, love, laugh, and create. Until my next video, bye-bye and God bless.